Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am here with my March Artymaze and a Tattered Dream design team project, and I've made this chunky fabric covered, quilt covered journal and used the Dragonfly Dreams kit from Artymaze. So I've used quilt on the outside of the cover, and then I have closed it with one of my snippet rolls. So it's funny how the snippet rolls sometimes they just work perfectly on these books the way that I wanted it to turn out. It did, so I was so excited. So it's just tucked in here like this, and then it just unwraps from the book. So there is the snippet roll, and it is fastened on the back. It's just sewn onto the back there. So we just open that, and then let's look inside at this beautiful kit. So I also did the inside cover with the quilt. So it's there's a 9x12 envelope in between, so it gives it some stability, but it's still soft enough to bend around the book, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to fit nicely in your hands. So so we'll get started. On this page, I have taken the large tags from the kit. I've taken and printed them on vellum, and then backed them with coffee dyed file folder and sewn on the vellum onto the coffee dyed. So you'll see that throughout the journal. In this first one I used as a tuck spot, and I have a guest check that says this book belongs to, and then one of the journaling cards from the kit I just stamped, and the story begins on that. So that starts the book off. Here I've got one of the tags inspired by Tracie Fox. So if you haven't watched her videos on making these, check her out because she's great. And what I used is one of the pockets from the kit to make the tag, and it's tied with some trim from ATatteredDream, some eyelash trim. And then this is one of the little merchandise tags from ATatteredDream. I just inked it up a bit to age it a little bit more. And that's the tag is just adhered with a paper clip at the top. There's a lot, as you can see, a lot of lace on the edges of this book too. Most of it vintage, except the pink is a Hobby Lobby trim. So then I just tucked another journaling card under the paper clip on this side. We've got some of the the small ledger paper from ATatteredDream, and it's all coffee dyed to a wonderful crunch. And then we've got a snippet trim belly band, and in there I've got one of the journaling cards from the kit and a postcard from the Artymaze kit. And look at the beautiful papers. Oh, they're so lovely. Each of the designed papers I backed with one of the background papers that has lines on it. So there's a lot of journaling space. Where this snippet roll is, you're going to want to put a magazine or piece of chipboard, a tablet, something when you're writing on this page, because it is bumpy because of the snippet trim. But easy to fix that. Just slide something in as you're writing. This is doily coffee dyed paper here. Some more of the beautiful kit. And then this page I have the eyelet trim, and then I've taken one of the little small trims in I think it's in teal is how Denise has it listed on the shop, and just run it down the side to give it a little extra interest. Here's one of the damask bags that's from ATatteredDream. It's coffee dyed. This trim as well is available at ATatteredDream. And I've just got a little coffee dyed index card, plain index card in there with some lace on the top. Just kind of poke out that way. And then on this side, I adhered one of the journaling cards to the back of the bag. And here's one of the big tickets that I've made a pocket. And then included the envelope with journaling card. My husband looked at this journal and he said, well, only one person's invited because all of them say admit one. So I don't know. I guess you'd have to use 2 tickets if 2 people were going. So with the brave wings she flies, I love that one. I think that's really fun. So there's another one of the pages. This is some fun. It's a tablet, but it's numbered like the old antique ledger papers, and it's from 1942. And as far as I can tell, it looks like it's like this says Mrs. Kimmett or something, and then it looks like all the things she ordered from this store. And I did coffee dye this, and you know, you can decorate over the top or whatever you want to do. I just thought it was super cool. Here's another one of the Tracie Fox tags, and with the pocket from the kit. And this one has my favorite fuzzy pink trim from ATatteredDream on it. And then it's got one of the pink merchandise tags distressed up and just tucked in the pocket there. And both of these tags have Edith Holden on the big hangy tag. A postcard from the kit, and then I did a little snippet trim and did a little fabric collage here on top of this flip. Coffee dyed paper with this awesome, I love this trim. I'm going to be so sad this lace whenever it's all gone. It's such a great color of mint green. I love it. Went great with this kit. This is one of the envelopes that's in the Tracie Fox style, and I use the dictionary definition for Dragonfly, and just I shrunk down a journaling card from the kit and made the kind of the focal point there. This one is an envelope with, again, a journaling card from the kit. Some eyelet trim on this page. I left all the strings on this book too, so whoever gets this book, if they don't like them, they can certainly cut them off. I've got a flip here that I've decorated with one of the tags from Denise, or tickets from Denise's shop. And then there is a journaling card in the back, and this is one of the vellum tags that has the coffee dye on the back, so it can be written on the back. This is a coffee dye doily from Denise's shop. And then the middle of the signature, I did one of my little middle signatures, and these are actually, you could stick something in there if you'd like. And I put the ball jars from the kit. These do open up for journaling, but I've got them tied with a couple little ties there. And then there's this one on this side. And those slip in the pocket of the music paper. The other side of the doily, and here's a flip with another style of ticket from Denise's shop. Another vellum tag and journaling card there. So you can see lots of spots to journal in this book, for sure. Here I took a time card from ATatteredDream on the back, and then just sewed on one of the tickets from the Artymaze kit and made a double belly band. So we have one of the postcard slips in there, And then this is one of the journaling cards, and I just kind of let that little dragonfly. And in the back under the time card, I have an index card that I topped with lace and put a vellum small tag on there and just kind of glued that on, and then that tucks behind the time card there. This is a fabric pocket with lace trim, and I've tucked in here, this is one of the square doilies from ATatteredDream, and I've just made a little envelope out of it, distressed it up, put some dyed paper in it, and then I've just tucked it under the lace here. And then in the pocket itself is another one of the vellum large tags. And then clipped on this side is another one of the Tracie Fox inspired envelopes. I've used one of Denise's tickets on there, and just layered it up and used a couple pieces from the kit. Here's one of the thread spools from the kit. And then that just clips on. So all the tags and these envelopes can be moved around as you want. I've got an envelope flap from the envelope on the other side here, and another one of the big tags that's vellum. They're great because they have a real nice crunch to them. So that tucks under the paper clip. And then on this side, this is one of the envelopes from ATatteredDream that has the little window, and I just very carefully, it was a little tricky to do, but this was one of the pockets that's provided with the kits, and I just cut it down so that the dragonfly would show through. And you actually can put something in the envelope if you want, because the pictures adhered down. So that's how that page works. And here's the other side of the whatever it was, inventory list or something. And I've just adhered a vellum tag onto the flip out there. Some thin kind of typing paper, it's antique typing paper. Here's the other side of the damask bag, and another trim from Denise's shop here, the rose trim. And I've just taken a postcard here and used one of the tabs that is provided with Artymaze's kit, and just so it's easy to grab out of there. Again, here's the trim on the eyelet that is from ATatteredDream. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it. Love the colors in this kit. They're my colors for sure. And here I've taken a snippet trim and made a sideways belly band, and in back of there is just some Kool-Aid dyed paper, big journaling spot there. This one I also did the salt lift on that. And then another one of the tickets that will admit one, only one. And here is the other side of that ledger paper from ATatteredDream. When you coffee dye it, it is so nice and crunchy. I love it. The other side of a clip, I've got one of the vellum tags with the coffee dye on the back. And then this side, I have tucked an envelope from the kit with journaling card inside. So, and that is the end of the book. However, the very last thing in the book is one of my little hangy trims. And so it's got fabric and let's see, 1, 2, 3 layers of lace with an applique at the top and some buttons. And I just think these go really well with the Patchwork and Snippet type of journal. So I just have that clipped on the back as just kind of an extra. So this journal will be listed in my Etsy store, CinnamonT. So once this video gets loaded, I will get that in my store. And so this one's up for grabs. I took a little break from my custom orders to get my design team project done. So that's what this one is. So there, it just tucks right under. You wrap it around and tuck it under, and there's plenty of room for growth too. I mean, there's a lot of snippet roll here to if your journal gets fatter, and the cover will take it because it's flexible. Forgot to say there's a little butterfly and a little bee hanging in the middle of the signature. So that's it. That's my March Artymaze and ATatteredDream design team projects. I hope that you'll check out their Etsy stores. I will have the link below in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye bye.